Good morning and welcome to Thomas College. In 1766, Ben Franklin said, "Let's lead them out of poverty. Let's not let them get used to it." That's a very noble thought, but a closer look at the 2,500-year-old roots of behavioral and social science, the sciences, would suggest a more practical remedy. This is them. This is the homeless and near homeless. People living on the financial edge and have gone off the edge. Us, the whole concept of us and them is the problem. Like we have the answer for them. The reality is the homeless and near homeless have their own solution. And it works. There is a constant flow in and out of poverty. That's reality. They live in our own readily available example of hell on earth. They live in our local versions of hell on earth and find their own way out. They lead silently by example. This is reality. This is actually happening. I've been looking at this since 1989. It looks so much worse than any prison. And it's the stick that motivates. The trick is to break the rules. Let the homeless earn their way out of poverty. These are unlikely leaders. Those, them, they're us. These people are us. They're our children, our brothers, our sisters, our cousins, our grandchildren, people know, friends of friends. They're all over. And their moms didn't say, "This is where I want you to wind up." That's not what happened. Let's employ those unlikely leaders. We are now looking at like a brief overview that we can't go into any detail on of how we can help employ these people in poverty, based on the premise that they've been crawling out of hell for their whole lives. It's we're going to look at employing the homeless with a service money credit system. It's like a credit card, only it's not got money on it, and they manage it. Here's our unlikely leader. This is Grandma here. And a very unlikely leader, and she's tough. And we don't know who these leaders are. You saw that pack of people on the other page, and we don't know. And we provide then these, what amounts to just like a credit card. And it has, it's for doing hours of cleanup service work, which redeems as a hotel room. And they've done that work. They're managed by Grandma here, as an example. There's no questions asked. There are rules. And there's a process for all this. And the process starts with external things. And in external things happen, and as they happen, the predictable external events that break denial come in these forms. 2 points of crisis. Can't go into the details, no time right now. 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. A sixth sense. The clue is impending doom. Grandma was thinking, "I can't live like this anymore. I'm getting too old for this. I'm getting out of here." It's whatever her reason is. And something that's very ancient. This is Buddhist. 8 winds that drive us. And we're 4 beings, so there's 4 winds. There's 4 parts to this. And so human spirit is now driven and ignited and triggered, and it has two choices: to live in the world of fear and doubt, or to live in the world of love and tolerance. And the truth is, we're going to be somewhere in the middle, any of us that are looking at these kinds of things. It's not always going to be good. It won't be a pretty picture. So when we go over here, we start and we look at empowering by what amounts to money. Money and power, that's a cycle that repeats over and over again. It says, I own power. It's not a reality. You really don't own money. But it's getting you started and you're feeling good about yourself. And then you begin to realize, and I've heard this directly from a homeless leader, knowledge is power. When you know what's going on and what your options are and that there is legitimate help, not somebody just giving you 20 cents, knowledge is power, and that's a cycle all by itself. And it limits your power. It means that I need to help people in order to make this happen. And that's what's really happening when you're leading people in a service, these hours of cleanup service work. There is a way. Our role, whether you're a public employee or a private group or a nonprofit, our role is to facilitate. Thanks, and have a bunch of fun with this.